Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. In modern society, there is an increasing emphasis on female independence. Many women have come to realize that if their destiny is always controlled by others, their entire lives will lose a sense of self and drift aimlessly. However, if we look back at Chinese history, we find that many talented women in the Qing dynasty's imperial harem were able to shine. Had they lived in modern times, they would certainly have been able to live out their true selves and become independent, confident, and successful women. One such example is Empress Xiaoqian, born Nuhuru, who is a typical case. Empress Xiaoqian, Nuhuru, was a woman blessed with both beauty and talent. She was born into a family of military officials, and the male members of her family, such as her great-grandfather, Nuhuru Chengde, her grandfather, Nuhuru Mukdengbu, and her father, Nuhuru Yiling, were all famous generals in the Qing dynasty and held prominent positions in the imperial court. Although she was a girl, her parents did not abandon her education. Instead, they placed great emphasis on cultivating her talents, especially in the fields of literature and the arts. Nuhuru did not spend her childhood in Beijing. Her father was assigned to work in Suzhou, and her mother took her along to the southern region. Though Nuhuru was not a native of the Jiangnan area, she was deeply immersed in the culture of the southern waterside land, gradually developing the typical charm of a Jiangnan woman. She was exceptionally beautiful, with skin like smooth jade and a graceful figure. Many men who saw her were captivated by her beauty. However, Nuhuru's charm was not limited to her appearance. Her talents were equally remarkable. She was well-read, skilled in chess, had elegant calligraphy, and excelled in poetry and songs. She was the epitome of a gifted woman. As a result, she had already gained some fame in the Jiangnan region. These attributes helped her stand out in the imperial selection process, eventually making her one of the candidates. According to the palace rules, women from the 8 banners could not marry unless they had passed the imperial selection. Nuhuru had her chance at the first large-scale selection after Emperor Daoguang ascended the throne in 1822, when she reached the eligible age to participate. This event marked the beginning of her life on a completely new stage, making her an important female figure in Qing dynasty history. Having grown accustomed to the women from the northern 8 banners, Emperor Daoguang was immediately taken with Nuhuru when he first saw her, radiating the grace of a Jiangnan woman. Although she came from the Manchu plain red banner, which would normally have required her to be promoted step by step from lower ranks such as consort, lady, or noble, Emperor Daoguang made an exception, skipping these titles and directly granting her the rank of concubine, with the title Quan, meaning complete or perfect. Such favor was extremely rare in the Qing harem. Just the title Quan itself was quite special. In Manchu, Quan translates to complete or whole, signifying that, in Emperor Daoguang's eyes, Nuhuru was flawless in talent, wisdom, and beauty, a perfect woman. This title represented unparalleled favor and prestige, and no other concubine in the harem could compare. It was clear that Nuhuru held a special place in Emperor Daoguang's heart. After entering the Forbidden City, Nuhuru continued to receive the emperor's favor. Within just a year, she was promoted to the rank of consort. Normally, only concubines who were pregnant with the emperor's child or had given birth to a son could be promoted. But Nuhuru had no children. Despite this, Emperor Daoguang made another exception and elevated her, which was an extremely rare occurrence in the Qing harem. When Nuhuru was only 16 years old, she was again promoted to Quan Guifei, noble consort Quan, despite not having borne a child. This was unprecedented in the Qing harem. She entered the palace and was made a concubine. Then within just 2 years, was elevated to the rank of noble consort, all due to Emperor Daoguang's favor, becoming an important figure in the palace without having had children. At the age of 17, Lady Neohuru gave birth to the third princess for Emperor Daoguang. At 18, she bore the fourth princess. Although both children were girls, her deep favor with the emperor ensured that he cherished her children regardless of gender. 5 years later, Lady Neohuru became pregnant again and successfully delivered a baby boy. Emperor Daoguang was overjoyed and personally named the Prince Yizhu, who would later become Emperor Xianfeng. After giving birth to Emperor Xianfeng, Lady Neohuru was conferred the title of the Imperial Noble Consort Quan at the age of just 25. Her rapid rise was remarkable, placing her in the highest rank within the harem, second only to the empress. Soon after, the empress, Lady Tungia, passed away due to illness. Lady Neohuru naturally became the central figure of the harem, taking charge of its affairs and becoming one of the most powerful women in the Qing dynasty. At 26, Emperor Daoguang officially elevated Lady Neohuru to the position of empress, formally granting her authority over the harem. Her family also benefited greatly from her promotion, rising from the Manchu plain red banner to the prestigious Manchu bordered yellow banner. Reflecting on Lady Neohuru's journey from entering the palace as a consort at 14 to becoming empress at 26. It took her only 12 years to ascend the ranks. A truly smooth and remarkable trajectory. However, becoming empress did not guarantee peace. The harem was rife with competition, with many consorts coveting the position of empress. Among them, her greatest rival was noble consort Jing, of the Borjigit clan. Noble consort Jing entered the palace 4 years after Lady Neohuru but also bore Emperor Daoguang a son, named Yisan. This prince, similar in age to Yizhu, was also highly talented and capable. Due to her favor and her son's excellence, noble consort Jing harbored ambitions for the throne and viewed Lady Neohuru as her primary obstacle. Her ambition extended beyond court politics and was evident in her hostility toward Lady Neohuru. In noble consort Jing's eyes, the presence of Empress Neohuru not only blocked her dream of becoming empress but also diminished her son Yisan's chances of inheriting the throne. Their relationship grew increasingly strained, ultimately becoming irreconcilable. When it came to intrigue, Lady Neohuru was no match for noble consort Jing. Noble consort Jing was not only competitive but also exceptionally shrewd, whereas Lady Neohuru appeared much more straightforward. This difference in character perhaps sealed her fate. In the 6th year of her reign as empress, Lady Neohuru suddenly passed away at the young age of 32. The historical records do not detail the cause of her death, only mentioning her prolonged health issues, such as cold dampness, menstrual irregularities, and kidney failure. Thus, there are many doubts surrounding the cause of her death, sparking speculation. Popular folklore suggests that Lady Neohuru's death might have been linked to palace intrigues. According to rumors, noble consort Jing once accused Lady Neohuru before the Empress Dowager, falsely claiming that the Empress had attempted to poison her son, Yisan. The Empress Dowager, already dissatisfied with Lady Neohuru, allegedly ordered her execution without thorough investigation. Although unverified, the Empress's sudden death at 32 undeniably raises suspicions of a connection to palace struggles. Some historians suggest that Emperor Daoguang was heartbroken over Lady Neohuru's death. He ordered her coffin to be placed in the Qingjin Hall, where he personally offered wine in her honor daily. On the 17th day of the first lunar month, he personally conferred her posthumous title as Empress Shaoqian. After Empress Neohuru's death, noble consort Jing swiftly became the most powerful woman in the harem. She initially believed she would succeed as empress and that her son, Xin, would soon replace Yizhu. However, her plans ultimately fell through. She underestimated Emperor Daoguang's deep affection for Lady Neohuru. No matter how much she tried, she never achieved her dream of becoming empress. Even more disappointing for her was that, to ensure the smooth succession of Lady Neohuru's son, Yizhu, Emperor Daoguang entrusted noble consort Jing with the task of raising him. She was required to care for Yizhu meticulously, with any failure falling squarely on her shoulders. Forced to comply, noble consort Jing devoted herself to raising Yizhu. Ultimately, Emperor Daoguang's final decree confirmed Yizhu as his successor, crowning him Emperor Xianfeng. Thus, the outcome of this palace intrigue saw noble consort Jing's lifelong scheming fail to achieve her desires. Meanwhile, although Lady Neohuru passed away early, her son successfully ascended the throne. In truth, it is difficult to determine who truly won or lost in this power struggle. Perhaps there were no true victors. This saga is merely a reflection of the fate of women in the feudal palace system. While enjoying unparalleled wealth and honor, they often had to endure endless compromises and helplessness. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.